Okay. All I did was the $500 million in drug money, okay?
Today, we are ranking top 80s action movies.
War as hell.
What's the matter? The CIA got you pushing too many pencils?
Welcome to the party, pal!
How interesting, Mr. Cowboy. Now I have a machine gun. Ho.
I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
So welcome back to the Twerk Ethic Show. Yeah! What a time to be alive.
Applause.
What a time to be alive. So I am very happy. Just want to say that.
Yeah,
I'm just happy today.
good.
I think a lot of it is
Me too, actually.
what we're up to.
Mm-hmm.
I love the 80s.
Up to no good. I'm old.
What is that?
Up to no good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
You just mean like old person.
passed down from
Yeah,
generation.
I
Yeah,
gotcha.
exactly.
I gotcha. Well, I just never know sometimes if you're quoting stuff. I have to
Oh,
I
that's true.
find out in the editing process.
No, just quoting
Old
probably
man.
my grandfather.
Yeah. I just, listen, I love the 80s. And last week's
Me too.
episode was so fun.
Mm-hmm.
The thumbnail ended up being really fun. The episode performed well.
Yep.
Do I love the 80s more than you?
I'm gonna say yeah,
Really?
but not by much.
Okay.
I do like the 80s, but I'm a 90s kid. That was
Yeah.
my
I think obviously I'm a 90s kid too, but I
Yeah.
think I romanticize the 80s more than most.
sure.
It was just fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
So fun.
Plus, I mean, I was a little kid for most of the 80s anyway. But then I turned a teenager in the 90s, and that's where I was forming my humor.
yeah.
If you want to say that anyway. I had some humor in the 80s, but I wasn't as funny.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Well, you've heard people say the phrase extra. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I was a little extra.
Right.
I kind of feel that way about.
Also a great chewing gum.
Yes, that is true. Do you know the theme from that?
Extra flavor, extra fun, eat extra sugar-free gum.
Extra, the only leading sugar-free gum with NutraSweet, gives you extra refreshing flavor that lasts an extra long time.
Extra flavor for that extra long ride. Extra flavor for that extra long ride. When you chew it extra, the extra fresh flavor lasts an extra long time.
Extra lasts extra long.
But
Probably
I
from
kind
the
of feel
80s.
like the 80s as a decade was just a little extra.
Oh, it was.
And today we are doing action movies, so it's like some of mine are just ridiculous.
yeah.
Like just next level. But it's like that's kind of why they're awesome.
Like when you hear the 80s, like what's some of the stuff that pops in your mind? Like instantly.
Synth,
Yeah.
colors,
Sure.
fake drums,
Yeah.
shoulder pads.
Yeah. Big time.
Honestly, like money is like a very flashy. What about you? What do you think of?
yeah. I mean, drugs were big.
Yeah.
Big time money.
Was that?
Yeah.
That was when Pablo Escobar was like running amok.
Oh, yeah.
Amok.
Yeah, for sure. For me, very bright. Neon.
Yeah.
A lot of neon signs.
Silly.
Yeah. White suits, boats, Miami Vice. I'm
Yeah.
basically describing Miami Vice right now.
Dude, I got one for you.
Huh.
The saxophone.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That thing was everywhere.
For sure. Yep.
And then I feel like the electric guitar kind of took it after that because like most music now, where a sax might be, it's a guitar.
Yeah.
But like
True. Yeah.
saxophone.
Everybody had sax in their band.
Oh my God.
Bruce Springsteen was a big one.
Oh
The
man,
E Street Band.
like that one song, Jungle Land, where he just hits that one note. And holds it.
Yeah.
It's just the most 80s thing ever.
Heat is on.
The heat is on. Yeah. Yeah.
All sax, man.
The
It's
80s
so good.
just
That's a good call.
They're fun. They just have quite the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's do this thing.
All
ready?
right. Let's do it.
Today's Rushmore. Today's Rushmore is, what is it? 80s action movies.
Uh-oh.
You did the wrong thing?
No, I got to hear this.
Okay. That would have kind of sucked.
I have 80s old lady badasses. Angela Lansbury. bro.
Angela Lansbury.
Murder, She Wrote.
I do think we could come up with some pretty fun categories, but we'll stay broad at first
Sure.
in our 80s.
Oh.
80s series.
Yeah, if you bring that
So,
up.
we said
well is
we
deep,
said
bro.
TV dads, right?
Yeah.
Well, I also think you got to do TV moms.
Absolutely.
You could do like TV brothers, sisters. You could do TV neighbors.
Yeah.
You could do all kinds of stuff.
TV neighbors. Yeah, you could, actually. For sure. I'm thinking of a couple right now.
So, without any further ado,
Wilson.
we're going to do Rushmore, which is our top personal subjective ranking
Yep.
of a particular subject, today's action movies.
Mm-hmm.
We'll round robin, round my mother.
Yep.
We'll go
That's her name.
4, 3, 2, honorables,
Yeah.
and then 1.
I like it.
Let's do it.
I like this setup.
Let's
I
do it. All right. Number 4, Nathan,
My number 4.
also known as Cooley.
Right.
What do you got?
But off camera, you never call me that.
No.
So that's Freudian slip up. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4 on my list is also on my list for Christmas movies.
Oh,
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Die Hard, baby.
Die Hard.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Freaking love that movie. I could watch it. I mean, obviously you can watch it any time of the year, but I always wait until the holidays.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I do too, now that
Yeah.
I think about it.
It gets me in. It's the first movie I watch as we transition into the holidays.
You got me watching that
Yeah?
at Christmas time.
Oh, okay.
And I love that movie too.
I guess I sold you on. I was like, well, it does happen around Christmas time. And so does the second one.
Yeah.
So,
And it's
Yeah.
just, that movie is, that is the quintessential, regardless of the decade, action movie.
oh yeah.
Regardless.
Yep.
You
got the one guy against everything else. Well, that was the theme back in the 80s anyway.
Listen, that is my dream plot
Yeah.
of any book, movie,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
It's awesome.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like you I don't know, I was telling Sarah Carter about this because she likes to read romance novels, right?
Sure.
And there's a sort of a a fantasy when you read that, right?
Uh-huh.
I think the guys typically is what we're talking about.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, hey, give me a dude, he's badder than everybody ever,
Yep.
and he ain't going down.
Nope.
I'll read that or watch that
Yeah.
any single day. I don't care how realistic it is.
Yeah.
Like, this is a fantasy.
And all in all, when you dig deep, it's a love story. Because he's fighting for his wife.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Because she gets, she's one of the hostages. And then he's like, listen, I got to take this thing seriously and carefully every step I take. But it just matters.
Yeah.
My wife's down there, almost ex-wife.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, I'll win her back.
And that's a common
Save the day.
trope, to use a bigger word than I probably should. It's a common trope again, or in these stories, is the guy's out for some sort of vengeance.
Right.
Typically his family. Right?
Sure. Yep.
But then also,
Exactly.
have you also noticed that most of the movies in shows, action movies that we like, it's always some guy who's a little rogue. It's like he's a good guy, but he's not following the rules,
right?
But not in the bad way. He's not following the rules because he's trying to do the right thing.
Yeah. And we just got to get stuff done.
Yeah, we don't. And I feel like that's almost every character that I like.
Yeah,
it's like a guy.
He's not by the book.
He's not by the book, but he's not being reckless for reckless's sake.
Right. Yeah.
He's just like, no, I'll clean this up later. I got to save this person's life.
Yeah, for sure.
know?
He's like, this has got to happen now. Not by the book, which is going to happen down the road. We ain't got time for that.
We love it, don't we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We love insubordination.
And yeah. And it's a love story, but it has a lot of explosions. And a lot of bloodshed.
It's amazing. It's amazing. The scene that will forever, when you say Die Hard, immediate image, broken glass on the feet. Like,
oh, yeah.
I just picture that because it was such an epic image and portrayal in that movie of like, man, this dude is walking barefoot on some glass.
Yeah. And Sergeant Al Powell, baby.
Woo!
Carl Winslow.
Yep. Yeah.
And they're to save the day.
I'm trying to remember. What does he say? There's a quote that he says. Winslow, or no, maybe I'm thinking of Bruce's character, which is what's his name?
John McClane.
Yeah, John McClane.
Yeah,
I think he says, "Welcome to the party, pal."
Oh yeah,
and then
he was talking to, Al Powell.
Yeah. Number 4 for me. Ready?
Yeah.
Number 4 for me. Such an just absolute BA. What?
You could have said number 4 for me sucks.
Yeah. This movie sucks.
Like, why is it your?
No, this movie is exactly what we just talked about.
Okay.
One dude against everybody else.
Yeah.
And that is because they took first blood.
Out here, it's me. Don't push it. Don't push it. I'll give you a war you won't believe.
Rambo. Rambo.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Again, I actually wrote this in my notes. It's hilarious that you wrote it down. So we kind of already covered it.
Yeah.
This is my favorite kind of plot. Let me re-say it though. It's like Jeremy, design a book, design a movie. All right, cool. Ex Special Forces guy. He's out of the business. They pull him in.
Pull him back in.
And he has got to take them all out.
Yeah.
Just him.
Yep.
Add a little bit of vengeance in there. It's the most perfect plot ever for me. That's what I want. I want it every time.
For sure.
And you're like, wow.
It's the best.
Wow.
Yep.
You know?
In the 80s, they knew how to do that too.
Oh.
Just like, we're gonna blow this truck up. Yeah, we're gonna blow this.
They're gonna blow it up.
Submarine up, and it's like it may be a model, but they're gonna blow it up.
It's gonna be 3 times bigger than what would actually happen.
Yeah,
you know, like if you blew a car up in real life, it does not look like what it looks like in the movies. And
get me as much as C4 as you can because we're gonna blow some stuff up.
One of my favorite quotes is the guy. I can't remember what his role was, but he goes, "Are you telling me 200 men?"
Are you telling me that 200 men against your boy is a no-win situation for us?
And the guy says, if you send that many men...
You send that many, don't forget one thing.
What?
A good supply of body bags.
It's so...
Dude, what is his name? Colonel something.
It's so cheesy, but it's like, that's what I want.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, come on after Rambo.
Yeah.
You know?
He was a good sidekick, too, for Rambo.
Yeah.
Kind of talking him off the ledge, you know, because like that dude, no telling what he was going to do. I mean, he pretty much tried to do anything not to get killed.
And you know, like Rambo barely even spoke in that movie.
Yeah, I know.
Like I had to research, like, man, is he
at the very beginning?
Yeah, he spoke at the very beginning, and then at the end, they were like, "It's over." He was like, "Nothing is over."
Right.
Nothing.
It's over. Nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off.
You don't just turn it off.
Yep.
Great movie, man. Classic.
So good.
Freaking. You know what it reminds me of?
Huh.
A movie that's not the 80s, but it's the 90s. It just kind of has the same sort of whatever as The Fugitive.
Love that movie.
God. Again, that's a 90s movie.
That movie's so good, bro.
Woo!
Yeah.
I think it may be just The Forest. That's what reminds me. Like both of them are like,
Oh, okay.
you know, chasing in
Yeah,
the
that's
forest
true.
and that kind of thing. But
Yep.
and I want to say
like
Rambo
that
was a Green Beret in Vietnam. I think that's
Okay.
I think that's his backstory.
Yeah.
All right. Number 3, Nathan Cooley.
She's your baggage. You fall behind and you're on your own.
Predator.
Predator.
Wow. Arnold, baby. And
That dude ruled the 80s, dude.
yeah, he did. But this time he had a team and they all, they all got killed. So then he was the last one remaining and, you know, facing the alien. Sorry. Spoiler alert.
Get to the chopper!
If you haven't seen the movie by now, that's
Yeah.
I don't think it's your fault.
Yeah. It only came out 36 years ago.
Yeah.
That's all.
Wow. That's basically how old I am.
Came out in 87.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I came out in 86.
There you go.
So
Good for you.
good for me.
And then you saw your shadow and you went back in.
Oh man.
Screw this. Yeah, that was cool. It had cool music. With I think it's Alan Silvestri that did that one. He had Carl Weathers in there. And when they did at the beginning, just like your whole TV screen is just lit up with muscle just everywhere.
Yeah.
Dylan! What's wrong with you?
What's the matter? The CIA got you pushing too many pencils?
Just again, extra.
Yeah.
So extra.
Jesse the Body Ventura. Oh, dude, those dudes, Special Forces, that whole crew was extra, man.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. But yeah, Governor Jesse the Body Ventura.
Oh yeah.
Man, he was pretty funny.
Son of a bitch is dug in like an Alabama tick.
You're hit. You're bleeding, man.
I ain't got time to bleed.
So
Awesome, man.
But
That's a good
I
one.
remember watching that one as a kid and just loving that movie.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is so cool and it's so suspenseful and
It's not in my Rushmore, but it's in my honorables.
gotcha.
Because I just didn't watch it as many times as
Yeah.
the ones that are in my Rushmore.
I did. That's why it's up
yeah,
there.
Yeah. And I've watched Rambo so many times.
I'm
And
assuming your top 4 is all you've watched several times.
many times.
Yeah. Me too.
Actually, my number 4 is the one I've watched the least amount of times, which was Rambo.
Oh, okay.
But I guess,
Gotcha.
is it time for my number 3?
Yes,
Is that
sir.
what you did? Yeah. Number 3 is a little different than all of my Rushmore.
Okay.
It's not as like macho, I
Okay.
guess, but it is heck
Big
of an
fat-
action.
Big Fat Greek Wedding.
heck of an action movie.
All right.
I watched this movie so many times. It's more hand-to-hand combat.
Okay.
And it had Mr. Miyagi.
Yes.
You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around.
Columbia Pictures presents The Karate Kid.
The Karate Kid.
Yes. Oh man.
A wax on, a wax off.
I debated about putting that one up there.
I did too.
Definitely in honorables.
I had one that I'm not going to say it because it might be in yours. I had one that was a little more classic action.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I watched Karate Kid, that and Three Ninjas. As like,
right.
I watched those movies.
Dude, Karate Kid was awesome.
Oh my gosh,
I love it.
He would do the what's it called? Is it the crane kick?
Crane kick, yeah.
I would do that on the couch.
Which apparently is illegal, but yeah.
Yeah. I would do that on the couch. I would just like sit on the couch and just
All right.
and kick or whatever.
Have you seen the new stuff, the Cobra Kai stuff?
No, I need to.
It's really good.
Okay. I need to do that.
Yeah. It's only 5 seasons.
Does it have like all the main like is Daniel Danielson in there?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Daniel's in there, and it's about the blonde kid. Shoot, what is his name?
I know you're talking about
Johnny.
Johnny. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it too. It's basically stems around him, but I mean, obviously Daniel is in it a lot too because he's got a family now and all that stuff. So
It's also
the best.
Great. These movies where like someone is not great, or not. So like out of the gate, Rambo is bad to the bone.
Oh yeah.
But it's kind of nice with Karate Kid. He's like not bad to the bone.
Yeah.
But he learns this wisdom and these techniques. And,
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
Great movie. That's my
Love that one.
That movie is so 80s.
Oh yeah.
It's
big time.
Wildly 80s.
Big time.
For Daniel LaRusso,
Is this the only pool you guys got?
the future seemed far from terrific.
This place is a dump. Hey, what kind of belt do you have?
Canvas. You like? JC Penney 398.
You can tell from like just the style of their clothes and the cars.
Oh yeah. Doesn't he have like a senator's hat instead of
he
a
does
Nationals hat?
Because I pointed that out and I was like, wait, the Washington Nationals just came out way after this movie came out. But he had the logo on there. I was like, figured out it was Washington Senators, and I didn't even know they existed.
But that movie was just so 80s, the soundtrack and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Now we're at number 2.
Yes.
Cooley. Number 2 action movie.
This was a game changer when it came out. And it was just inside of the 80s. So it came out in 1989. Talking about the Cape Crusader, Batman.
Batman. We just talked about that.
Yep.
I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
That movie is filled with action and very, very well done. Tim Burton. And then you had Danny Elfman. When those two work together, man, they make some masterpieces. So good.
Yeah.
And but I like but that was the first time where Batman kind of went dark.
Yeah.
And which, I mean, rightfully so, because his childhood, not the best.
Yeah.
So, but having the black suit and the car was just awesome, and the Batwing going in front of the moon, I was like, get out of here, man. That's so good.
Yeah, it's like we talked about last week. It's like of course we love the Christopher Nolan stuff.
Oh yeah.
But like, man, like people that don't respect the OG, like what?
Yeah.
I don't understand. It was great.
And Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
Nicholson.
Perfect. So good, man. And I've seen like movies of him beforehand, like The Shining and all that stuff when he was younger.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, that mug is the Joker anyway.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have makeup on.
Yeah.
So, but when they casted him, I was like, all right, done. And Billy D. Williams, he was what was it? Oh, shoot. Harvey Dent.
Okay, yeah.
That was him. And brother was smooth. Yeah. He's like, in light of all this, we will call upon the Batman. I was like, oh, shoot, Billy D in the house.
Yeah.
The people of Gotham City, I'm a man of few words. But those words will count, and so will my actions.
So it was so good, man. Just
awesome.
a great cast.
God, this makes me want to go watch every 80s movie.
Exactly. And how they set up Gotham was just so nice.
I feel like back in the day too, these movies just felt more real because they were set, like real sets.
Oh yeah.
Like the CGI wasn't there yet. And so like, they actually had to light things properly.
Yeah.
And like, they just have a different look to it.
For sure.
You
And
know?
it's like, it wasn't like, it was kind of like music. It's just like, well, nobody fixed it in post. You have to fix it right now.
Yeah.
You know, it has to look right and sound right or whatever.
Right.
So, but yeah. And you could tell, because like that's why Star Wars fans kind of fell off when this guy came around.
Darth
Because
Maul.
everything was CGI. Like everything.
Yeah.
And that's why the acting wasn't as great, you know, because they were just surrounded by blue screens.
Yeah.
And so when Star Wars fans saw that, they were just like, oh, whatever. And then when they brought back the real stuff and it's like actually made stuff, they're just like, now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
So, but yeah.
I love it.
It matters, man. It matters for sure.
Well, my
Love that
number
movie.
2.
Yes, sir.
My number 2. I would have to say I'm just getting a little too old for this.
You're getting too old for this.
I'm too old for this too.
We're not too old for this.
Oh,
Is not the number 1, but the number 2 Lethal Weapon. Lethal Weapon 2.
okay.
I think I like that one more.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I agree.
Okay.
Because the first one was not, even though it had great action in it, it wasn't. It was a little darker.
Yeah.
Because you.
Still amazing.
Oh yeah, for
But I
sure.
think the second one was like right down.
Because that's
the middle.
when what's his name came in.
Oh yeah, Pesci.
Yeah, Joe Pesci.
Leo gets.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's me, Leo Getz. Whatever you need, Leo Getz. You get it?
Okay. All I did was I laundered $500 million in drug money, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that was obviously
that was a game changer.
That was the one with the toilet bomb.
Oh yeah,
And that was one of the greatest.
oh my gosh, yeah.
Dude, so good.
They were strategizing for so long. Just like, oh, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, I know. So you asked me at the beginning, like when you think of the '80s, what do you think of?
Yeah.
And if you say think of '80s movies, action movies, what do you think of? It's this movie.
Sure,
Man, Lethal Weapon 2. I think
Saxophone, baby.
Saxophone. Actually, we wrote. We said we wanted to write a theme for the Twerk Ethic Show that was Lethal Weapon style.
Yeah.
And this is what it sounds like. So this is Cooley's on keys and I'm on guitar. Did we
I
sing?
should change my Instagram handle to that.
Cooley on keys?
Yeah. Just kidding. JT on guitar, obviously. Get too old for this.
Getting too old for this.
Riggs! Raj, don't be a don't be a doobie.
Ooh. Dude, and I just want to say this too.
That's good stuff.
We've recorded a lot of music. A lot of times you go, there's a lot of iterations and tries. That was literally the first thing we tried.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
yeah,
what do you think about this key sound? And you're like, this sounds great.
Yeah.
And then you were like,
just had to figure out the chord structure.
yeah, but you did pretty quickly. You're like, what about this progression? I was like, I don't know. Let's hit record. And
right.
that was like the first thing we did.
Yeah.
I think it's because I knew exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
Because it's a Lethal Weapon movie, has the best soundtrack, which, by the way, was done by Eric Clapton. Fun fact.
That's ridiculous.
It's a fun fact, a really fun fact, a fun fact. Yes, it is.
Ooh.
If it ain't fun, if it ain't
Nailed it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, fun fact. Fun fact. Eric Clapton did the
totally forgot
Lethal
about
Weapon soundtrack. And it's so, and when you hear it now, you go, oh, heck yeah. Dude.
Yeah. Who else?
Just
who
cheesy 80s guitar shredding.
Yep.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Very sexy.
I think it's the best buddy cop movie in the world.
Yeah.
It just doesn't get better than them two.
Right.
The opening scene, the chase, so good. And then I was going to say this too about 80s and 90s movies. Like, there's so many action movies where the backdrop is a shipyard. It's like, it's so fun. Like, why is that?
Yeah. I have no idea.
There's always like some abandoned warehouse or a shipyard.
Sure. Well, the warehouse thing is kind of makes sense because their sound stages look exactly like a warehouse.
Yeah.
But
So you want to do
Makes sense.
honorable mentions?
Ice cream?
Rock, paper, scissors. Let's do it.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
My first one is, oh man, I watched this one a lot too. Cobra. Rambo First Blood Part 2. Total Recall. Lethal Weapon. And 2. Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, of course.
Star Wars, bro. The Karate Kid was also in there. Indiana Jones. And then the first Terminator.
Beautiful.
Bad.
I love it. All right. My honorables. The cheesiest movie of all time, probably, but just so over the top. Commando.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
I have a lot, so I'm just going to go through them.
Okay.
Scarface, Top Gun, Lethal Weapon 1, The Terminator, Indiana Jones, Beverly Hills Cop.
No, good one.
Rocky 4.
Great.
Roadhouse, Bloodsport.
Love that movie.
Right? Full Metal Jacket, Over the Top.
Oh.
The arm wrestling. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Above the Law, Steven Seagal.
Nice. Yeah.
Batman.
Any Seagal movies. Yeah.
Predator. And Aliens.
Nice. I like it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hit that
Very
number
cool.
one.
Number one action movie for me,
Cooley,
is the original for me is the first Rambo.
They drew first blood, not me.
Let me come in and get you the hell out of there.
They drew first blood.
Nice.
That's what I grew up on. Can't fault it. And yeah, he was just special forces, man. Can't hold him back.
Bad dude.
Yeah. And this was like part 2, I think. But when he had the bow and arrow and put the explosives on the end of it,
Dude, did you see the most recent Rambo? It was actually good.
Oh yeah, where he's like defending his house or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, Stallone, man. I also watched.
It was brutal. That's what it was.
Called? Tulsa King. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Oh my gosh, that one's more like I'm like, dude, this guy.
Yeah.
He's getting up there.
Sure.
Age wise.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't touch him.
Oh yeah, dude.
He would whip.
They got a new documentary on Netflix now called Sly.
I bet it's good.
And I haven't watched it yet, but it's in my list.
That's awesome. I'm glad that
So
Rambo was on your.
Oh, dude, yeah. Well, he was like one of the first action heroes that I kind of fell upon or whatever. And plus, it was like, I think it was early 80s too when that movie came out. So, and then the part 2 came out. And I think all 3 were in the 80s too. Third one, I was like, whatever. But the first 2, I was just like, this is my homie.
I love it, dude.
Yeah.
I love it. So, it is it's like a quintessential. What more could you ask for?
Yeah.
For that kind of movie. If that's what you're signing up for, for that night that you put the movie on, it's like it delivers.
Yeah. If you want to see somebody go against everybody, this is your guy.
That's the one.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice.
So, and the music, so good.
I don't even know if I know that one.
Well, just the theme at the very beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Man, it's really cool. It's kind of haunting and but there's like a little bit of hope in there, you know?
I wonder if it's on. It is. It's on Apple.
Oh, nice.
So it's it's the first song?
The theme song, yeah.
It's a long road.
That one?
Is there like an instrumental?
Oh, yeah, there is.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Woo.
Right this right. So
he about to kill every one of y'all.
Yep.
Don't you mess with Rambo.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
All right. My number one.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yippee-ki-yay,
Whoa! Oh, yeah.
it's funny. Your number 4 is my number 1.
That's true.
Which is Die Hard.
Yeah.
And my number 4 was your number 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. Listen, let me tell you why this is to me, I think this is my favorite. It has everything to do with that character, John McClane.
Yeah.
Like, I just started reading a new author that Michael Stewart introduced me to.
Okay.
Shout out. It's author Nelson DeMille. And he has this character, John Corey. And he is exactly like John McClane. It's not a ripoff by any means.
Right.
But they're both like sort of like rough around the edges detectives.
Yeah.
They're not politically correct in the sense of like they're going to say whatever they're feeling.
Sure.
And they're rogue and but they're also total BA.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why I've always liked Die Hard, because it's like, how can there be a better action star than Bruce Willis in that movie?
Mm-hmm.
He is just perfect. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's
so funny.
He's kind of, like Michael Scott's review. Like, he's just a normal guy in the first one.
Right.
He's just a normal dude.
Yep.
And it's I do love the Christmas element.
Yeah.
Especially at the end.
Yeah. That's what changed for me though. Cause like, but the only reason why that's like not number 1 is because Rambo was before Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
And so was Batman, and the rest of my list was all before Bruce Willis. But so that's why it's not number 1. However, if we do Christmas movies, it's definitely number 1.
Yeah.
Or close to it anyway.
What was the one that again was talking about like just his character? Like he would what was the one? There was one where he was like, "What do you think? I'm ordering pizza?" Or
oh yeah,
what is that scene?
Yeah, when he's on top of the roof and he's trying to like radio in.
Yeah,
and she was like, "Sir, this is for emergency calls only."
Yeah,
no, lady, you sound like I'm ordering a pizza.
And then
so angry
when he, as the kids would call it, claps back at the chief of police.
Oh yeah,
when he tries to get all like, what's the word? Like bigger than that, holier than thou, or whatever. And he tried to like say he's the one in control, and he said something like, "I'm not the one getting on national TV." Dwayne. Yeah, that's what it was. It's like, dude, come on.
Oh,
I love that guy.
Yeah, for sure.
I love, and that's another thing. A lot of these guys, these main characters, they say what you wish you could say.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and maybe I have said stuff like this in real life, but it's rare.
Yeah.
Where you imagine that McClane says this on a daily basis.
Right.
It's just how he talks.
And when he was like punching, or he was fighting Carl, and he had killed his brother earlier.
Yeah.
He was like, "It doesn't sound like your brother when he's squared, motherfucker." It's like, and just beating the crap out of him and just talking to him at the same time. And I'm like, you know what that is? That's freaking Doc Holliday vibes.
Yeah.
He's like, and as he's dying, he's like, "You know Daisy? You know Daisy at all?" And I'm just like, oh, just goosebumps everywhere.
Dude, and
man.
the part where he tricks what's the guy's name? The guy you did an impression of?
Oh, Hans.
When Hans
Gruber
thought that he got one on him when he handed him the gun, but he had already disarmed it.
Yeah.
That's another thing I like in characters. They're just one step ahead of you.
Always, bro.
And I love this movie. But I also love, I mean freaking love Lethal Weapon. So it was hard for me to choose.
Sure.
But like, come on. 80s Night In, Rambo, Karate Kid, Lethal Weapon 2, Die Hard.
Yeah.
I'm in for that.
I mean, when we do our top 4, they're all kind of equal.
Yeah.
One may just like, poke its head out a little bit more than the others, but
well, and if we did this a year later, it'd probably be different.
Oh yeah.
It's just how we're feeling right now.
Yep.
Like Karate Kid, I put that in there because of the nostalgic vibes it gives me.
Yeah.
I may not have, and we also, this is very broad. We were just like,
oh yeah,
action.
Yeah.
It wasn't because Karate Kid doesn't fit with the others, but who cares? It is action.
Not as many explosions as in that one.
Yeah. Awesome stuff,
true.
man. Well,
I like it.
I wanted to say, I told you not to use the bathroom.
You did
up here because you always break it. I'm just kidding. It's because it is broken.
Sorry, Clint.
And I took a video, and I'm just gonna send it to my boy Clint, Cannon Plumbing.
Yep.
Again,
he'll know what to
mystery's
do.
over.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you don't need to be an action hero.
Yeah,
and solve, impress your girlfriend or your wife, or your husband.
Right.
Fixing the commode.
Right. Exactly.
Just call the action hero himself. Cannon Plumbing.
I like it. I'll see that movie.
Right?
Yeah.
He's
flushed with cash.
Last flatulent hero.
The flush doesn't stop here.
The toilet running man. You remember the running man?
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that Arnold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
right.
Arnold. Let's read these as toilet movies. Commando. Scarface. Ouch. Lethal Weapon. The Terminator.
Nice.
Oh,
nice. I like that one.
Bloodsport.
Wow.
All right.
We have to go to the doctor for that one.
All right, y'all. Well, peace out.
And we end it with toilet humor. That's us.
I love most of you. Cooley loves all of you.
That's right.
That should be our tagline.
That's true. It should be. I love most, or no, wait. I love all of you, especially Lauren Jabara.
She's a bitch! Stick around.
It's the Twerk Ethic Show. It's the Twerk Ethic